Hey guys, Mustached Tom here, and welcome back to some more of Dynasty Warriors Orgins. Last time, Bylon said, I'm going back in the shadows. See you. Natsu, thank you for defending our caravan from those bandits. You had just started your journey as a wandering warrior when you helped us. It has been a long time since I last saw you, but I'm relieved that you seem to be in good health. What's more, I've heard you have remembered your past, and you still act with just as much honor as you did before rediscovering yourself. You are the sacred wings that will carry our world to the peace that awaits us. I have no doubt that you will continue to bring hope to all who gaze up at the sky in search of salvation. Please accept this modest gift as my thanks. I eagerly await the day we meet again. Lovely. County Castle, Wu and U County and Commandery and Province.
I hear many of the Shanyue have surrendered to U, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Suan Chuan's skills, or...
She only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. One guy, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
Maybe so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in U. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, one guy. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shanyue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although I suppose I can't talk, I've been pretty negative myself.
Governance, huh?
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. He deserves a much loftier position. Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be to defeat Huan Zu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huangzu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise, I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of U, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Jing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Hubei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu. It is now looking to expand south, starting with Jing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion at Lujiang. The threat he poses is becoming more and more immediate. The proposal makes military sense, we'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed, Lord Zhou, always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Jing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
All the south will be ours!
Did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north. If we take all of the south, he will become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust.
And our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father.
Here we go again.
We'll get to see.
Onward. Attack number 2. Final battle of Xiakou. Suijun Camp, Zhengjia Commandery, Jing Province.
Things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling.
Try not to overthink things.
Maybe you're right. Overthinking has long been a bad habit of mine. My brother once told me that it can also be a strength, but anything can be detrimental in excess. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then I will be able to consider even greater ambitions without fear or hesitation.
It's about time!
When Dad died, I realized that I'm the selfish kind of man at heart. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. Yet, I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But, in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin.
Now that we're all here, let's the War Council begin. That's the same battlefield. With Shan Yu dealt with, we have achieved a measure of peace within Wu. We have therefore recommended our attack against our mortal enemy.
Now then.
Our target is Huangzhou, who has escaped our wrath time and again, but this time we shall slay him. Our expeditionary force is once again led by Lord Chun Chun. No matter what happens, he must live to bring our shared desire to fruition. Both armies' formations are oddly the same as they were last time, but this time we have the experience fighting in their territory. They have already established where there might be traps. It is also unlikely that their forces will suffer any deliberating surprise attacks. A good strategy will be to charge right into these dangerous positions. The enemy will think we have fallen into their trap and let their guard down. Also, if there is anyone among them that should be wary of, I'd say it's Ning.
Yes.
Ning, leave him to me, even if it costs me my life. I will see to it that he is slain.
Aye.
Ling Tong, I'll not stop you from avenging your father, but I want you to come back alive. Ling Tong's quest for vengeance puts him in great danger. That makes it all the more important to keep a close eye on Gan Ning. Natsu, this will be your task. Watch Gan Ning carefully, and be ready to intervene to prevent the worst from happening. Understood. I'm impressed that you are willing to take on such a task without so little guidance. We're all going into this with different feelings in our hearts, but if we work together, I'm sure everyone will be satisfied with the result. Now, let's end this once for all. The fate of Wu is in our hands. Here we go.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all. Don't let me down now.
I'm counting on every last one of you. We will have our vengeance upon Huangzhou.
We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. Yes, but we'll decide the future of our kingdom. There is no reason for us to fear Huangzhou now. We shall capture the enemy's faces, one by one. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ning Tong, avenge your father. Do not be reckless.
I know, Lord Ning. I will take down Gan Ning. Calmly, with certainty. Expedition's advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once! The enemy officer has been defeated. Another one falls behind me. There's enemy officers, but they're useful. They managed to make it equal, it looks like. Let's go now. It's on. I guess this place is mine. Get this here! The enemy officer has been defeated. Defeated the enemy. Doesn't matter how many times you attack. Get this here. You're running right back home. Take this. What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started! The officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This is a ferocious tune indeed. The enemy officer has been defeated. Keep moving forward just like we planned. We will set off their trap and get them to lower their guard. officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Your skills, the enemy officer definitely special. Defeated. Let's go. I appreciate the help. See our bogs enemy officer is the quickest way to victory. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alright, Ning. Round 2.
We're going to stop here to observe our enemy's behavior. Strong. Claim to be.
The way is open. Let us charge into the enemy's stronghold. Begin the advance.
Gone after Ning. I will also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship, enter into their stronghold. That's the event. Take this.
You aren't strong enough to do that.
All of you, come with me. We're going to lay waste to the enemy's stronghold.
So, you're coming after this ship, are you? Oh, face it!
You accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
Thank you for coming to help. It's gonna be a breeze with you.
Oh no!
So, it's you. I should have expected this. Needless to say, no holding back. No regrets or grudges. Prepare yourself, guys. I, Ning, have my revenge. So you want revenge? I'm just going to hand myself over to you on a platter. You're not giving up. Not here. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
Get out of here!
You've become much stronger than before. Just my luck to have made such an enemy. Looks like I've been carried away. Time to retreat. Take it. No one's able to get you on me. First things first, we must finish this battle. Advance now. Cut off the enemy's offensive. Let us advance as well.
Forward march!
The enemy officer
Now ours been defeated. Prepare to set sail.
How wonderful. Looking rough.
Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here. I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
Lord Weemon, we are ready to sail.
Good. And none have been left behind? Then we will head straight for their base.
Let's go!
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
This is our chance. Now charge!
Look at these guards freaking out over here.
We will be able to avenge our former lord. For us of the old guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
It does not lessen our regret. Still, it will allow us some closure of sorts if we can.
Dancing over here. These three.
It is high time we brought this to a conclusion. Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future. Let's go. Chop chop. Let's show them what we can do. Prepare yourself, all Zulu. You won't let you escape this time.
And then you want some more.
What a comeback that one thing was, huh?
I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be. Our troops are in high spirits indeed. No one can match our skill. Crash into the enemy with everything we have. Get ready. The enemy officer has been defeated.
God damn!
Enemy officer has been defeated.
Destroyed him! Do my little dance!
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable. We finally did it. We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph! As fiercely as roaring tigers!
Damn right. Yeah.
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huangzu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Huzzah!
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Sun clan.
We will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huangzu. Quite the rationalist. My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Oh-ho!
Ning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised.
I've got nothing to say as long as you take Sufei in. So go on, take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there will be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life, nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
Oh, he's dead serious.
Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Guanzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead.
You can hate me!
I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. I know it may be hard to stomach, but for Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need be. That is why we made peace with the Shan Yue the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already. But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down. If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat, and you certainly have that. Oh, and what for? The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.
Wu slays its nemesis and solidified the unity of its ranks. The eyes of its young leader shone upon the bright future of its kingdom, but a threat was approaching from the north. County Kalsu, Wu in County U Commandery, or vice versa, whatever, Yang Province.
Bringing Lord Ling Sao's killer into the fold, and then asking Ling Tong to fight alongside him. That is rather cool.
I suppose there's no way I can keep my distance from him now. While I understand his resentment toward me, he acts so aggressively I can't help but wonder if he still intends to kill me. And since I prefer to avoid injury or death, I was hoping I could ask you for some advice.
Sorry to say, the only help I can give is handling the aftermath of your fights. In the end, the two of you are going to have to resolve things on your own. Still, Ling Tong may be young, but he has a sense of how things ought to be. And he knows full well that Wu needs you. The only question is whether he can make his heart obey his mind.
So what? I need to appeal to his emotions somehow? I wouldn't really have a clue how to go about that. I'm telling you, we need to get this sorted out, or one of us is going to end up out of action for good.
If you're going to clash with one another, why not choose a way that won't put your lives at risk? Like a game of Go.
Me? Play Go?
Ling Tong's quite the master at that game. You won't have a chance unless you practice a lot.
I'd never be able to beat him.
Well, that's too bad. Whatever you do, you're going to have to prove in earnest and through action that you're someone worthy of his trust. Anyway, look after him, will you? You're much more battle-hardened than he is.
I suppose I'll have to.
I'll just have to be careful not to aggravate him now.
Ah, the uneasy alliance rival. It's here at last.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. He deserves a much love.
I want you to train me again. Don't go easy on me. The thing is, I want to get stronger right away if I can. Alright, let's battle him again. Kick your ass as many times as I need to.
Try this on the size. I guess you'll do for it, Bennett. That's about a one-on-one.
Got this. Looking rough. Got it quick. Take this.
Try this.
Time to end this.
Guess I let my guard down.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I know, I'm the one who asked for it, but you really don't let up, do you? Still though, I can't give up now. Anyway, I owe you one. I think I can move forward now, thanks to you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A worthy foe approaches. I shall take care of them. Begin the advance.
Captain Russ, we will wait here. Keep your strength for reserve. Take this. Cannot succeed. The enemy officer, not what has been defeated.
Halt! We will stand by here.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. We're about to crash into the enemy with everything we have. Get ready. Got this. The enemy officer, all units, has been defeated. They're fighting over there? Don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun.
Get back at it. Come on.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. Die. observe. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Down that easily.
To babysitting, I guess, you know? Time to time it just happens.
shall return after we defeated my strategy.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you. Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you. Try this on the side.
Enemy officer.
Okay,
has been defeated.
Yeah, get out of
Look at
here.
what's coming next time.
That one will put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself. Let's go. We will stand and fight. Make every arrangement, and with haste. My power alone is insufficient for a comeback. Got this. Let's get serious. Enemy officer, hold back for an defeated. Next time, I will not fall so easily. So used to me as far as we go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. You are just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack. Got this.
getting? Again? I gave him the shortened version of his new salve.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Savor it. Savor it again. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. I've been waiting for this. Got me under this. Take this.
Take this.
Let's end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics. This is tough, but they won't take me down that easily. Got you. Take this. I'm glad that we leave the road. Take this. Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you. Don't get her down! Another one falls behind me. Take this like an attack. Time to
so. Just been defeated. That was my kind of battle from start to finish.
Alright. Unleash an extremely powerful volley of rocks. Dramatic success lowers the courage of enemies from high ground. Alright, if you ended up enjoying this part, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out those links in the description. And want to head to my petition about small YouTubers, so to my PayPal, we can help support me and my channel directly, and there to my Discord server. Join Collab Shield, do that cool stuff for free. And until next time, everyone, bye-bye.